Hello and welcome back to War Sales. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to try to completely eliminate Sturgia. Obviously, this is very much kind of... I don't know whether it's even going to be possible, to be honest, considering they have... I think they have 2 towns remaining, don't they? Or just 1? I'm actually not entirely sure. But yeah, we're here at Balgard right now. Revel literally just got voted on, and I basically gave it to Thule. He's going to do a relatively good job, hopefully. He has been pretty good so far. Anyway, we have here. It has not escaped your men's notice that you have accumulated a fair amount of money. Ah, I see. Okay, we've got this event again. Okay, so I'm basically just going to get them... I think we're going to just decrease morale by 2 and increase reputation for being honest. I think we're probably just going to go ahead and do that, even though decreasing morale isn't really something that I particularly care about, or increasing at this point, to be honest, because we're currently at 96, which is obviously fantastic. So, yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, you can see here that we do have quite a far distance to travel if we want to get over to Omor and actually attempt to take Varchek and indeed the 2 other castles. That should be pretty easy for us, actually. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go there through our ship. I'm actually going to sell a huge amount of stuff. I have 116 days. 116 days. That's actually crazy. Yeah, we should probably also take a look. Someone was very, very clever in suggesting that we check our... ally vassals clans for any viable spouses. That does sound like a pretty good idea, actually, and I think that we would probably benefit from it quite nicely if we can make it work. Obviously, I don't know whether that's even possible. Let's check it out, shall we? So where is Mr. Thule? What is his name again? No, this. Wait, here we go. This. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So what we're gonna... here we go. We have... No, he's just married her, I believe. He literally just married her, so that's not actually gonna... that is not gonna work. That is not gonna work. Okay, that's fine. Let's take a look at some of the others then, shall we? Okay, so let's have a look-see here. Okay, so that doesn't help us at all. I think we need to look at the actual faction, which is Brioche, of course. There we go. Okay, so let's do that. So let's go to the Salty. He has 1 person, potentially. A lady. I don't know where she's... I don't know where she is. That's the... that's the only problem with this. That is the only problem. Okay, so maybe not that. What about the tops? We have Matha here, who is... a governor of Rovolt. I'm not sure if she's 34. Could be a potential. We could also go for Martira. I don't know where they are all stationed. This is the problem here. I don't know where they're all stationed. But what we are going to do is, if we get to a position where we can actually interact with them, and I'm going to... well, yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to travel all the way back to VLANDIAN territory, but I don't think I can really do that at the moment. I think what we're going to have to do is eliminate Sturgia first. That will be our main priority, and then we're going to be looking for a spouse. Unfortunately for me, I kind of made errors early on by executing so many people, but I really needed to, well, gain an upper hand of some kind, some more solidified position in our attempt to eliminate and indeed take fiefs from the Vlandians, from the Nords, and so on. We really needed some kind of power swing. If we didn't get that, we would be having huge problems, and I think it was kind of necessary, actually. I feel like it was kind of necessary, even though I would prefer not to execute. So my main goal right now is to try to bait the enemy vassals into attacking us. That is literally all I want them to do. I just want them to come in and attack us straight away, and that is it. That is all I am trying to go for here. I don't need them to hold back. I don't need them to be hesitant. I need them to come straight on in and try to kill us, and that is exactly what we want. Now, if they do that, then we'll be in a good position. If they don't, then, well, it doesn't really matter, because either way, we are hopefully going to be able to capture Varchek relatively easily. I mean, look at the amount of food they have here. They only have 3 days. 3 days is obviously fantastic for us. That's exceptionally good. It means we can hopefully starve them out relatively quickly. And, well, if we can't, then, well, then we just have to wait a little bit longer, I guess. Oh, now here we go. This is what I'm talking about right here. Look at what we have. Look at who we have actually come and help us. We've got Thule himself with a massive army. This is exactly what I wanted our vassals to actually do. It's funny that they've taken this long to do anything of this much significance, because all I wanted them to do was create armies in amongst themselves and act as an individual, independent force for destruction. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. Look at what they're doing right now. They're actually helping us so dramatically here by swaying the balance of power in the garrison dramatically. Obviously, what we're ideally wanting to do is, for some reason, I don't know why this is happening, but the catapults, the enemy catapults, are exceptionally good. I don't know why they're staying alive so easily here, but I guess that's just I don't know, that's just a thing. I guess we're gonna try to build some fire catapults or something like that. I have no idea, but you can see the ballista is being completely ridiculous. I'm not entirely sure why it's targeting that catapult over there when there's a catapult over here that's lower in HP. It's always such a wonderful, wonderful thing, isn't it, when the siege engines decide to target something completely useless. But there you go. I mean, that's just how it goes. I am now starting to build a fire catapult and a couple of other fire catapults because they are slightly faster to build, of course, and I just want to try to eliminate the enemy's catapults as best as possible. Let's try to get a nice little balance of things as well. We want to try to get some trebuchets too. Funnily enough, I mean, look at the garrison right now. They've literally not had any food for quite some time, and they are still basically alive. They're still, like, you know, on their feet, which is extremely irritating. But I guess the one thing that we can really do is just go straight on in once the last wall section is down. I mean, I really wanted to try to eliminate all of the catapults, but as you can quite clearly tell, whoever is the governor in here has significant engineering / steward skill, I assume, and that is making a massive difference to their overall efficiency. I mean, look at what's happening here. They are just consistently building stuff. Like, really, it's actually insane how incredibly good they really are at what they're doing here. I literally had 333, 334 troops coming into this, and now I literally lost, like, what, 12, 15 of them just from siege bombardment. And that's obviously extremely irritating too, but, you know, can't do much about it. Just gonna have to roll with that. I really need to destroy the catapults, though. We really need to take these catapults down. If we don't take them down, they will eliminate a lot of our forces when we begin the siege. So I'm very much hoping that we'll be able to kill them all. Can we actually kill them all? Is it actually even possible for us to kill them? I mean, my trebuchets are literally just missing over and over again. I'm actually extremely surprised at that, to be honest, as well. I mean, look at how effective my guys are being right now. There we go. Okay, finally, look at this. Finally, we now have the opportunity to go into the siege. I'm surprised that it took so long, to be honest, for them to be so ineffective. It's very surprising. Usually, trebuchets are the best things for you to build. Obviously, you want to build, you know, 4 of these. You want to put them in reserve, each one, whenever they're successful in being built. And then you obviously want to put them all out at the same time, and then they can absolutely murder things. And usually the trebuchets are going to be destroying catapults in one hit. But I don't know whether you noticed, but the catapults were living. They were actually living through one hit, which means the catapults were taking 2 hits, and as a result, the trebuchets having less accuracy or whatever was definitely making a big difference and making it extremely difficult for us to lock them down, because by the time we eliminated one of the catapults, the other one had already been built. I was actually trying to jump over here. Can I not jump? Okay, apparently I can't jump over here. Apparently there's an invisible wall or something like that. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. I'm obviously going to try, if I can, to get into the keep very easily. That's all I'm going to try to do. Just going to get up here. Can I go up here? I might just get off my horse. Let's see what I can do. I'm just going to try to not take too much damage. Yep, shield save me now. There we go, there we go. Okay. This is a very unusual keep. I'm not used to this. This is a new layout as far as I'm aware. Interesting. Okay, there we go. Elite hired crossbowman. Okay, kind of weird. Okay, gonna tell everyone to charge in. Don't see a reason to not tell them to charge, obviously, at this point. Considering they've all penetrated the defenses, the outer walls are absolutely fine here. And indeed, we should... Yeah, no. We are absolutely fine. I'm actually surprised about this. The enemy is spread out so dramatically that I think the layout is actually working against them at this point. I think it's working against them quite badly. Oh, okay, there's another invisible wall here. Okay, I will not be able to jump down. That's kind of unfortunate. I was kind of hoping to jump down onto that roof. Can I jump down here? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay, yeah, this is the kind of thing I like to do, you see. I like to do these kinds of things because it promotes a little bit of extra thinking and a little bit more fun as well. Being able to jump around the battlements is always enjoyable in my opinion. There we go. Nice damage, nice damage. We can maybe eliminate this guy too. There we go. And then we will literally have one of the easiest sieges we've had so far, actually, in the entire series. I'm actually surprised about that too. I mean, it seems like this entire episode is just full of surprises, because I guess the main reason why they're so easy is because of the outriders and huge amounts of mercenaries that they have available here. And I mean, they don't seem to have that much in the way of actual faction units. So that's definitely going to make a big difference to them. And indeed, I'm just kind of thankful I have a really nice one-handed as well. The one-handed is doing so much damage. And I think that's pretty much it, don't you? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That is a done deal. And every single one of these guys, they just don't know. They just don't know what has befallen them. But I know what it is. I know what has befallen them. It is Fool's Army. Fool's Army has absolutely won us this battle very easily, minimizing the amount of casualties that we are getting, which is extremely nice of him. And generally, as I said, I was not expecting them to come out of here and actually do something useful, because it has been the entire campaign so far where our vassals haven't really been amazing. Yeah, there have been some standout moments where I think in the last couple of episodes, I think there's been a couple of times where the vassals were actually providing us with some big bonus, and that was really helping us a huge amount. Really was. The amount of bonuses that they provide, especially in certain situations, yeah, you really just want to make sure that you are taking advantage of that as well. I mean, I'm trying to do that as much as I possibly can. Obviously, sometimes it's just not possible through any number of reasons. Just sometimes you just can't get to it. Sometimes you can't get to the big bonus, and you're gonna have to you're just gonna have to wait a little bit, and that's gonna be a bit annoying, but that's just how it is. Anyway, let's just show some mercy here. I'm not sure if I should really recruit anyone. I don't think I will. Let's go into the trade screen here. Generally, okay, someone said that I should what was it now? Sort by value? Yeah, sort by value. Now, okay, look, the main reason why I sort by number is because all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of the most things possible, because that does seem to make a difference to my weight capacity. And to a certain degree, yeah, sorting by value definitely makes a big difference too. However, I would definitely say that I'd personally prefer to sell 43 of a particular item rather than 9 of a particular item, if you know what I mean. So, for example, we're going to go through this list right here, which is 9, 20, 8, 14, 8, and 13, right, for the first, 5 items. And if we go here and we do it by number, we're literally getting rid of 43, 35, 32, 28, 21, and 20, which is much more weight-wise. I mean, it should be much more weight-wise. I mean, look at this, 2.5 in comparison to how much? 2.4, 3, 0.3. Yeah, so generally, I feel like this is better, but I don't know. I suppose there are different ways of doing it, and different, different strategies are going to be, relatively good for different people. So I'm just going to go with this for the moment, because that's the way that I've generally done things, and it seems to work out quite nicely because I don't have to sit there for 5 minutes also clicking. But anyway, As you pass through the market, Kuliat the brewer requests a minute of your time. His cousin is planning on doing some business in Varchek, and he would like a letter of reference from you. You know next to nothing about the lad, although Kuliat the brewer swears that he is honest and conscientious. You find you're receiving a number of these types of requests as your fame spreads. Okay, so we can increase relationship with him. Or decrease. Let's increase relationship with him. There we go. That's all I want. I just want to try to increase relation as much as possible with pretty much every single notable that you can. That actually brings me to the next point. I am going to be returning to our home very, very soon because there is actually a very good reason why I want to do that, because the new notables influence generation system has been implemented, obviously. Oh. Okay. Apparently the Sturgians have been eliminated already. That is very, very funny. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what has transpired, but I think someone from the Sturgians has... Apparently not. I was thinking that they defected and they took their fiefs with them. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, well, first of all, I want to go over here and I want to try and see if I can speak to this guy. Actually, I'd like to speak to this guy. I'd like to speak to one of these guys. Please, please, please. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I really want to speak to you. You come on now. You idiot. That is so sad. Okay. I guess we will try. Okay, I guess we can capture him, right? We can capture him? Oh, no, no. Okay, apparently we're not having the ability to capture him because Iltus is going to be taking him prisoner, which is not exactly great. Okay, so the thing is, there's a bit of an issue with this. I need to... Can I talk to one of your prisoners? Yoon? I have never, ever seen this guy in the history of the world. All right, yeah, let's not go and speak to him just now. Let's speak to someone else. Thul. Hello there. Okay, yes, I'd like to speak to Samir. There we are. Hello there. Okay, our realm should make peace. How about that? How much do you want? Okay, yeah, we're going to make peace with this guy. There we go. And now, can I actually do something with... Okay, yeah, unfortunate that... Can I not transfer him? I really wanted to... wait. Proposal? Yes, here we go. Yes. Okay, this is fantastic. Can we please have him... No, that apparently does not work. I don't know why I don't have the ability to transfer the prisoners. We might be able to, actually. Wait a minute. Let's actually just have a quick look. Okay, one thing I want to do is I want to speak to one of these guys. It's highly unlikely I'm going to have the opportunity to do so because they're just moving around so incredibly fast. It's very, very difficult for us to catch up with them now. But they are all neutral parties. Very sad, very sad. It would have been nice if they'd placed the prisoners in the town or something like that. Oh, maybe they did? There are some in there, but yeah, as you can see, this is going to be almost impossible for me to catch up. Resolve the owner of Varchek. Yeah, give that to Thul. Why not? He's doing a great job. But yeah, what I basically wanted to do right there is speak to the leader of a clan. If I could have spoken to a leader of a clan, then any of these guys right here, Yorick, for example, Vildur, Fafan, Vashorki, Keisha, and Chastamir. If I had spoken to any of them, or could have spoken to any of them, then we might have had an opportunity here. Maybe I actually have some of them? I have Keisha. Okay, yes, this is perfect. This is really, really good. Hello there. Okay, so there's something I'd like to discuss. Okay, can I not do that? Is it, it's because she has minus 99 relation with us. Okay, I'm just going to let her go then, I guess. Just going to let her go. There is no real reason to keep her around, but it's kind of annoying, actually. It's kind of annoying that I'm not going to be able to do that. I was kind of hoping that what we'd be able to do is try to persuade them to join us, but as you can tell, just purely because they hate us right now, it is not really going to work. That's going to be very, very unlikely, so yeah, we're going to have some issues with that as well. But now the Sturgians have been eliminated, we don't really have to worry too much, do we? No, we don't have to worry about this at all. So now we can basically go over to Kerban Seth. I think I'll probably do that. My ship is over there, though. How long does it take for my fleet to get over there if I call them remotely? That's the question that I'm asking now. Let's test it, shall we? Okay, wow, that's really fast. It said it's going to take 3 hours. That is insane. Wow, okay, that's really, really cool. Basically, that is probably a much better way than even traveling back to where your fleet is. I think that's absolutely fantastic. The question is there anything else that we can really buy here that's actually going to be somewhat useful for us? What about Nialdar? No, he's already wearing really good stuff. No, Aldo's wearing really good stuff too. Kind of. I mean, I could get her this. That's 19,000. Is that actually worth it though? Not really. She's got a great helmet. Yeah, really good pauldrons too. Basically not even worth. I guess I'll just get her this, even though it's not really worth it. But, you know, it's kind of okay. And let's just swap that out. There we go. All right. So then we're just going to set sail, and we're going to make our way back to our home in the little island to the north here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to test out this new influence generation system. I'm not sure if we already have some of it working. I don't think we do. But it's going to be kind of interesting to find out what it actually does and if it's actually worth it. Alright, so as you can see, he says, I offer you my loyalty. Yes, please go on. There we go. You have my allegiance. There we go. Okay, so that's obviously fantastic. And we can say here, would you use your influence to support my clan? And as you can see here, I will speak of your qualities whenever I can, but to maintain my standing costs money. Solving problems for the low, buying gifts for the high. You know how it goes. Perhaps 20,000? Sure, it's a deal. So there we go. We've increased our relation with him. I wish to form a trade convoy in this town. I'm actually not entirely sure. What do I need a companion to do this? I don't think so, right? Hire guards? Oh, I do need to use a companion. Okay, that's actually not really what I wanted to do here. Alder is our medic, so I don't really want to use her. Nialdar is our scout. Thalric is our engineer, isn't he? Or Polon is our engineer, and Thalric is our other guy, our quartermaster. So unfortunately, I won't be able to do that. But there you go. Now we can also go to the Tanner, and we could probably speak to him too, as you can see right here. Would you use your influence? Yeah, 30,000. Sure, why not? There you go. I've got so much cash, it does not matter. We could probably speak to this guy too. There we go. Yes. There we go, 40,000, absolutely perfect, there we go. And we also have a little bit with the criminals of the town as well. Would you use your influence? This notable currently supports this guy. You need at least 94 relationship to ask them to support you. Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. What does he need? Special weapon order. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to do that right now. What about this one? Hello there. Yes, there we go, 50,000, there you go. All right, so that's it, done. So now we've literally spoken to all of the notables, and 4 out of 5 of them were happy to provide us with influence. Now what's really amazing about this is just take a look at how much that's providing us. How much is it actually giving us? Does it show us? Supporters, 0.4. So every single supporter that you have gives you 0.1 influence. Now here's the funny thing about this. I'm not entirely sure what this actually does. As in, what kind of benefit does this actually give me? Because from my perspective, I don't really know. I don't really know what kind of benefit this gives me apart from influence, which is funny because just look at how much influence we have right now. How much influence do we actually have? We have 4,407, which is bonkers. That's a huge amount, right? That's an absolutely huge amount. So I kind of wonder what it actually is. You know, what's going on with that? You know, that's kind of weird, right? I feel like that's kind of weird. Anyway, what we're going to do is going to arrange the trade convoy right now. We're going to have Ferga do the trade convoy thing, and we're going to see how he does with that. Hopefully he's going to do a good job. And hopefully we're going to make a load of money. Yes, a load of money. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, otherwise, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to attack the VLANDIANs, because they're more than likely going to be declaring war against us sometime very, very soon. And I'm almost 100% certain they're going to be the ones to attack us next. Let's get another trade agreement with the Khuzait. I want to try to maximize how rich our vassals can actually get. We need to make sure that our vassals are as rich as possible, because the bigger the armies that they can field, the better we are going to be overall. Because funnily enough, I never used to think this, but funnily enough, I feel like if your vassals are strong, then you yourself are going to be strong, or shall we say your faction is going to be strong, and you're going to have a much easier time actually doing pretty much anything because you have some support. Doing things, you know, solo all the time, very, very difficult to make that work over a long period of time, especially when you're first setting out trying to get your faction on its feet. It's very, very difficult to do that. So generally, if you can, you know, getting some people that can take the load off, as it were, is really going to make a big difference. Unfortunately, we are so spread out right now. Not a terribly big fan of that, to be honest. You know, our territory is really, really spread out, and I would have personally preferred if we could have attacked the Nords, but I think that we're gonna focus on the VLANDIANs first because they are only in possession of 3 towns. I think we could probably eliminate them quite fast, although they are very much spread out as well, so that's a bit of a problem in itself. And obviously, do bear in mind, what we're gonna do is I am gonna go over to our vassals' places, and we're gonna just check and see where we can find one of those potential spouses, and maybe we can make that work. Oh, wait a minute. We might actually have a persuasion attempt on our hands here. This guy could potentially join us in just a second. Let's see if this works. It actually did. Look at that. We got a critical success, 71%. Okay, you've convinced me. Now we're going to have to pay through the nose. Yes, we're paying 1 million. That's absolutely fine. Don't have a problem with that. And there we go. We're gonna... Who would have expected a VLANDIAN clan to be joining us? I certainly wouldn't have. As you can see, our relation has increased by 95, so that we now have -6. Okay, that's very funny. That's very, very, very funny. Okay, so, yeah, we now have them. So we now have Ospier and his clan, who have now joined us, which is extremely, extremely nice. That means some good things. I actually did attempt to ask him for if one of the female members of his family were, you know, not married and were looking for a spouse themselves, and yeah, there was, but she was 46, so unfortunately that's not really going to work for heirs and stuff like that, because obviously due to game mechanics you're not able to do that. So we are gonna have to find someone a little bit younger. That means I will have to go over to Rovolt, I think. Alright, so here we go. This is gonna be a pretty harsh battle for us right here. So this is gonna be a 1,100 strong army, and that is obviously including the garrison. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how we can even do this. I'm going to... Oh, wait a minute. Are we actually serious with this? We can go all the way back here? Okay, that's actually kind of amazing. The battlefield is huge. Okay, well, the question is, what do we want to do? What do we want to actually take advantage of here? Do we want to take advantage of those trees? What about these trees? I think these trees are probably going to be the play here. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to literally stand there. My own character is now all the way left back here, but that's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's now... This is going to be amazing. This is going to be so incredibly good. If we can make this work, this is going to be really, really nice. So basically all we're going to do, I have no archers. I have no archers whatsoever, which is obviously fine. I don't have a problem with that. And indeed, we are now going to have our cavalry follow me. That's pretty much it. And then our infantry will go here. And we'll just put them into a shield wall formation, and that's it. And now we're just going to see how far away... Okay, yeah. We're going to have to do something about these guys, because they're going to be kind of annoying, aren't they? They're going to try to shoot stuff at us or something. Yep, there we go. Nice. That was wow, that was a pretty nice kill. And there we go. That's another one. Okay. So apart from the fact that obviously the opponent has massive amounts of cavalry. They have 150 cavalry before us right here. Apart from that, they're going to have to wander into this forest, the forest of death, if they want to try and do something to us right here. So this is obviously very, very good for us. And hopefully... I'm going to just stay here. I'm literally just going to stay here. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, so as you can see, the enemy is now starting to attack us with their bows. what we're going to do is we're going to move away from them. Going to put them into a square. No, not that. Ugh. Come on now. Yes, square. Thank you very much. Okay. So, yeah, we're just going to put them into a square, and all we're going to do is we're just going to move away. That's it. We're just going to move away, and we're just going to do our best. There we go. Okay, face them. Thank you very much. Let's put them into another shield wall. There we go. And the enemy are no doubt going to be inflicting as much damage as they want against us, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about them. We can literally just let them do their own thing. And the trees are literally countering me as well. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, obviously, as you could tell, the enemy is not wanting to come into this forest. They want to wear us down with their crossbowmen. They want to try to force us to leave the forest, which is not going to happen, actually. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. I am going to be staying out here, going back in the forest, basically just rinse and repeating that particular strategy as much as I possibly can, because what's going to happen is eventually the enemy will run out of bolts. They will run out of bolts. It's going to take quite some time for that to happen, of course, but our forces have such good shields, it really shouldn't do much, right? They shouldn't be losing their shields that easily. Bear in mind, we have 88 Nord Huskars on the field right now. That's a pretty significant amount. Let's see if we can get the enemy forces to... Yeah, yep. As you can see, they're actually coming a little bit closer. That's fine. That is fine. Ah, there we go. Now they're coming in. Now they are coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell our forces literally just to engage these. I don't want them to engage anything but the infantry and the archers. Obviously, they've run out of ammunition, as far as I can tell. So, well, some of them seem to have run out of ammunition. Now they're coming in. Now they're coming in with their cavalry, which is obviously perfect for us. This is really, really good. So I can only hope that my forces will be able to do some pretty big damage. Kind of, maybe? I'm not entirely sure why we're not getting any kills right now. Why are they not killing anything? I don't know. right, so there you go. That seems to be pretty good. I mean, we've lost a significant amount of Huskarls, which is obviously not exactly great, but they were the majority of our force. So what are we supposed to do? I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to take some of the losses, considering they actually did pretty good damage against the opponent. We've gotten some decent-ish ratios, I think. I'm actually not entirely sure. This guy is actually extremely annoying to fight. Okay, we're gonna have to... Ah, okay, I see. What a classic. Alright, well, might very well have to retreat here. We've done, in my opinion, very, very nicely, but I feel like we actually have to retreat here and actually just go. We're gonna have to just leave. Which is kind of sad. I would have really, really liked not to have that happen, but yeah, as you see, we now can deal with the enemy's own army rather than dealing with the garrison. Unfortunately, I am going to have to go and get away again because I don't have enough HP to actually enter the battle myself. It would be nice if they'd follow me now. Can you follow me now and actually get onto the ocean waves? Because we could probably deal with them now. We could probably deal with them as soon as we have... you know, gotten onto the ocean. We should be absolutely fine here. Funnily enough, Galand was just about to get taken. I'm pretty sure we would have been able to take that very, very easily. But at least Iltus is over here. He's gathering an army, and we have no one else to fight right now. So this is an absolutely exceptional way of expanding our territory, and especially considering the fact that we already have a rather nice foothold in this area. We should be good, right? We should be good. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.